Hey guys, it's Michelle. Thank you so much for joining. So just a quick video to tell you the news. So maybe not all of you have heard it yet, but the Neverfull is being pulled or has been pulled already from Louis Vuitton's shelves. And now it's available by wait list only. Is anyone shocked? Of course, it was like shocking to me, but then it's like no big deal. So let me tell you from the perspective of a former client advisor, what's going on. And it's not a big deal. So you can't even go run and panic buy, okay, like everyone does when they announce a price increase, which is a good thing because they've already pulled them, so you cannot panic buy. So what is Vuitton doing? They're literally eliminating that price point for the entry-level consumer. This is not the first time they've done it, okay? And it still doesn't deter people from shopping. There is always a line outside of Chanel, like so long, longer and longer ever since they announced their latest price increase. So they have a plan and a marketing plan, a psychological plan, and it's working on you guys. So what's happening is they're generally just eliminating that price point. I know this because when I worked there in 2019, the price point they wanted to eliminate was the $1,000 price point. At the time, the bag was the favorite. It was like this big. People would come and ask for it because they just wanted something little but didn't want to spend a lot of money. It was like their entry level to Vuitton. And Vuitton did not want that because they were telling the salespeople, everyone's got to spend a minimum of $3,500 push leather, okay? To do that, they incentivize leather, 1% commission. So your commission on canvas is 0.25% because everyone wants it and it sells itself, which is BS. It was like so much work to sell those canvas handbags, okay? So they eliminated the price point of the favorite because it was too cheap. Yes, I know this is like crazy talk, right? But of course you have people from, especially what they get fed from social media of like, Chanel is higher quality than Vuitton, so we're gonna go there and spend more money there. And Hermes is now the highest of the highest. So Hermes operates exactly that way on exclusivity. We're not going to make those bags readily available. It's always been that way. Not everyone deserves it is what they're really saying, but you can aspire to. You can aspire to be here one day. So they kind of talk out of both sides of their mouths like, oh, come into Vuitton. Anyone can come in. You can buy perfume. You can buy a book. You can buy something very inexpensive to just get a taste of what we really want, only to serve the people who are going to spend $3,500 and up. And it's probably higher than that, okay? So as a salesperson, of course, I was a snob of, oh my gosh, I only sold a Neverfull today. They only wanted to buy a Neverfull because the commission on that was like less than $1. There was even an associate who he would say, I would never date a girl if she only held a Neverfull, which was so funny because he was a really arrogant guy himself. So there are reasons why I love the Neverfull. It was always the bag. It was, first of all, it was the #1 selling bag in the boutique all the time. It was the only bag that sold every single day. Several people would come in for a Neverfull. So I really hate that people actually call it the basic bag, the basic B bag. Don't buy a Neverfull. Of course, it's a basic bag. It's a tote, and it's a basic tote. Like design-wise, it's pretty simple. But every woman needs a tote bag. Okay, so I don't get why there's just like so many gatekeepers out there of like, I can have it and you can't, or I would never want it. I didn't think I needed it until I actually got this one and was like, this is really a great bag. And then people say, what about the lait pliage? Why didn't you get the lait pliage instead? Look, I have a lait pliage over there. And the Neverfull, it just serves a different purpose because the lait pliage doesn't stand up the same way the Neverfull does. So anyways, if you don't have one yet, don't panic. There are so many ways to get your hands on it. There is a wait list, okay? Now the way Vuitton does their wait list, 100% deposit, 100% deposit, and then you just wait. It's not like, oh, it's gonna come on June 19th. You just wait. You just wait till it comes in. Don't call us, we'll call you. We will call you when it comes in. There's no system that says, oh, now you're bumped up on the wait list. It's gonna take 30 days instead of 50 days. No, at the time, the biggest item on the wait list, it was the favorite because it was being discontinued, and then the Pochette Matisse. So we could tell you what part you were on the wait list, but never when you were going to get the bag. So a lot of people were pissed off about that. Why do I have to put my money down if I can't even have the bag right now. And we'd be like, gosh, why are you throwing a tantrum? Because why did you come in here expecting that we'd have the bag? And then if we did, they usually wouldn't buy it anyways if we had the bag. They just wanted to looky-loo. So anyways, that's the rules. We can't actually make the man who's sitting in the back sew that bag any faster. So that's what they're doing. They're putting some exclusivity on the NEVERFULL. So for the first time, they're gonna have a floor model. There are no floor models. The only floor models were those canvas pieces that you can customize from Louis Vuitton World Tour, where you put the little stickers on them. But that was it. This is the way that manufacturers work. Even, I mean, everyone, like Hermes, they keep things very exclusive. Of course they can make more bags, but do they want to? This is the way Supreme operates. We're only creating 200 t-shirts. They're expecting to be a big deal on the second-hand market. So Vuitton wants everyone to aspire to have it, but you can't all really have it, and we really only want to service the rich of the rich. It's, hey, you know, sorry, I work there. This is how it works. Now, other things to know. So this bag first was debuted in 2007. She was $690 and did not come with the little pouch. They added the pouch a couple years later. If you happen to buy a bag like secondhand, you may be able to go to the Vuitton store and have the service center order you a pouch up to 2, okay? You can't have it otherwise. You can't just like order the pouch on its own. Also, this is not an evening bag, you guys. Okay, you see I'm in my evening dress, I'm going to a party. This is not an evening bag. It is a grab and go. It literally like does not fit that much. So get an evening bag for evening occasions. This is just a cute like grab and go. Okay, in terms of construction, it is super simple. There's no lining. This is literally just the backing of the canvas. By the way, did you know that it was meant to be reversible? See another video for that. It's really hard to reverse this, but I did do that in another video. And all the leather pieces here can be replaced. This one's totally canvas. I like it because it's really lightweight. There's also leather versions. The leather versions are gonna be heavier, just FYI. So when you put things, and this fits a lot of things, the bag will get pretty heavy. So at one point, I was suggesting to my audience like 2 or 3 years ago, get your NEVERFULL pre-loved. It's gonna be like, at the time it was like, you could get one for $700 or $600. You could replace the leather easily if you wanted to, as long as the canvas wasn't damaged. But since prices have gone up, so have prices on the pre-loved market, which is just, it's so disheartening. So also, this is a basic construction tote, okay? Now, Goyard had their tote. Their tote was the, I believe it's called the St. Louis, before Louis Vuitton had the NEVERFULL. So it's not like a groundbreaking design, like it's a tote. Most likely, I'm gonna guess, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a newer tote like coming into play to not replace, but kind of take over, like just something new and shiny, because this bag's been out since 2007. So they're probably going to come out with something that they could charge a little more for. That the design is going to change a little bit, okay? So this happens all manufacturers, any like shoes and clothes. Sometimes you just don't notice because people don't talk about it. For example, like Michael Kors, they have their core collection. Like I have that Berkeley T-strap and they just make them in different materials. But one day they might decide to discontinue it, then bring in another style, and that's okay. So by the way, like, you know, people say, okay, this tote might have been copied from Goyard. Vuitton copies styles from other manufacturers as well, from little ones that you might not even know about. And I worked in manufacturing. I worked in shoe manufacturing. It's kind of the name of the game. You get inspiration from other brands. For those of you who, anyways, that's a whole nother Oprah. So that's what's going on with the NEVERFULL. If you have friends and neighbors who don't have this bag, or who, you know, are like, I know Christmas is still quite a few months away, but they might be like, oh, I'm gonna get one for Christmas. So the NEVERFULL was the bag that when men came in with their Post-its, like they would walk in like this or pull the Post-it out of their pocket. We'd already know, oh, you need a NEVERFULL. because it was probably the most celebrated bag in the way that, okay, I'm getting this for my wife for her birthday, or I got a promotion, so I'm gonna get this bag, or we're having our first baby, we want this as a diaper bag. So in that way, it was celebrated. I hated that people put it down because it's still like a very joyous occasion to walk into the boutique and leave with your Neverfull. It's exciting. It might not be like the highest price point in the store, and I don't think anybody should be put down about that because it's still a tote bag that at the time was over $1,000, but now it's $2,000. Like, that's a whole vacation in a bag. So anyways, you know, I really did enjoy helping those Neverfull customers because they came up with the post-it, okay, knew what they want or had their eyes on this for a while. It's very simple. It's a tote. Like, what's there to it? So now there's going to be a lot of disappointed people coming in just before Christmas, realizing, I can't get the bag before Christmas. That's going to be very difficult. Again, just if you have friends in your life who don't know this, then pass the word. It's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. And for reviews on the Neverfull, I have other videos on that too. Don't panic. Let me know in the comments if you're panicking. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.